Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to another review. And you're probably wondering why I look like this. There's a reason for it, is because we're going to be taking a look at a toy line called M.A.S.K. The people from the 1980s will remember this cartoon.
And all of this stuff that my dad is going to tell y'all about is the stuff from his childhood, not mine.
It's the stuff from my childhood growing up, not his, because he doesn't really know anything. He didn't grow up with it, so therefore he's not familiar with it like us from the 1980s are. Anyway, if you watch the cartoon, you know what I'm talking about from the 1980s. It's still, you can still find it today on different areas of the internet and stuff like that. Getting off into some of the bios and some of the background of M.A.S.K, which we do have a review to do today of a M.A.S.K vehicle. So anyway, we're going to get off into the background so y'all can understand this M.A.S.K. The cartoon ran from 1985 to 1986, and a total of 75 episodes were aired. M.A.S.K, a law enforcement task force led by Matt Tracker, okay, who fought against Venom, a criminal organization led by Miles Mayhem. Okay, so I'm going to get Colton. He's going to show one of them right here. We're going to be taking a look at here in a little while.
This is one of the M.A.S.K toys from the 1980s.
Right. And M.A.S.K stands for Mobile Armor Strike Command with a K.
And this is the driver here.
Right. We're going to get off into that. Now, you had another faction of it. On the flip side of M.A.S.K, you have Venom. Venom is a vicious, this is what the acronym stands for Venom. Vicious Evil Network of Mayhem. Venom. And when you bought these in the store, you'll see a little logo on the box and it said, "Illusion is the ultimate weapon." You'll see what I mean later on when we get off into the review of this M.A.S.K/Venom vehicle, because this is a Venom person who's a bad guy to M.A.S.K.
And not to be confused with Venom from Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, totally different. Okay, now while he puts that down and grabs another one, I'm going to give you a little bit more. This is my thoughts on M.A.S.K. M.A.S.K was a bridge between Transformers and G.I. Joe in a way. The characters were smaller in size, but they made up in the other areas as far as their vehicles, because the vehicles transformed from one thing to another. The characters was like G.I. Joe, and their mask gave them special powers. And the vehicles transformed from one thing to another. Okay. For the time, the cartoon opening was really cool in the 1980s. And it's a pretty good song. Once you hear it, it stays in your mind. You can't get it out. But anyway, as far as the opening to the cartoon, and the cartoon had some good characters and good storyline. So, that's where we're at. Y'all stay with us. The next review is going to be of the M.A.S.K vehicle, and we're going to get on with it. So, just want to give y'all some bios and what I know about M.A.S.K. And like I said, growing up we did have about 3 or 4 M.A.S.K vehicles. And they were kind of a bridge in between G.I. Joe and Transformers. So it was an interesting time. Lots of cartoons. Pretty good music too. But anyway, we're going to get on with it. And we'll see y'all here in a little while.
And I know some of y'all are like looking at my tab and saying,
So,
like,
anyway, that's what it is about M.A.S.K. We'll see y'all here in a little while. Hey y'all, and welcome back. So anyway, this is going to be the review of Venom Stinger. This is a stinger. Now, like I said, this is a bad guy who's on the flip side of M.A.S.K. The Stinger is drove by Bruno Shepard, nicknamed Mad Dog. The Magnum Beam, M.A.S.K, which is right here, that I just put by the engine, can attract and repel or rip apart magnetic objects. The Stinger was referred to as the Scorpion in several episodes. This mask, when he puts it on, gives him the abilities and the power to repel or rip apart magnetic objects. And the helmet is called the Magnum Beam. And this is Bruno. His nickname is Mad Dog. As far as the Stinger itself, and we're going to take him and put him right there, off in the background right there. This is, as far as the Stinger, it's a Pontiac GTO that transforms into a tank. First show appearance in episode 43. So we're going to stop right there. We're going to take a look at a couple of these things. This is what they call the Pontiac. Now, Pontiacs they don't make anymore, but Pontiacs were a real car one time that Pontiac company did make. So they're saying that this is a Pontiac GTO. As far as the way it looks pretty good. And I'm sorry about that, but Colton's been right here with me. I'm going to let him jump in when he wants, so he can give me his intake and input on how the stuff from the 1980s look. This is the Pontiac GTO, and on the back it has, let me see if I can get it in the light here. It has on the back license plate, which would be kind of hard to see. I'm going to have to move it in. It's still hard to see. Well, anyway. Oh, there we go. There we go.
I just have to move it up just a little so y'all can see.
Let's see if we zoom in on that. And that says Mad Dog. M Dog. A little too much there. There we go. I can't make out what that bottom word says. Anyway, let's see here. Oh, that's good. So that's what it says on the back of the license plate. It says M Dog.
And something on the bottom, which I can barely see what it says.
So anyway, we're not going to worry about that, but I just want to show you that back license plate.
And also, as you can already tell, all of the chrome is still in like great condition after all these years.
After all these years, yep.
Because this came out in the 1980s.
Yes, 1980s, yes. So we have to be very careful with it because over time plastic can get weak or a little warped. So not saying that's the case for this one. We just got to be careful with it. As far as the engine and the exhaust, that's chrome. The front hood cowl right here is chrome. The engine block with the blower on it.
And there is some stickers on it from what I saw. Like the front lights are stickers here, and this is painted on here, right?
Yeah, that looks like it's painted on. Yeah.
And of course the license plate here is stickers.
The license plate, the back tail light, which mine's missing a sticker, but that's okay.
Which is here.
Yeah. But the back bumper is chrome. The back bumper is chrome. Now, one thing about M.A.S.K vehicles is that you push a button and it goes from one transformation to another. This is what it looks like on the underneath side of this one M.A.S.K vehicle. What's basically holding this together right now, let me get a pen, is basically this clip, that bar that's running down, and this clip that's holding on the other transformation together. And that bar runs all the way down to the end right there. So with that said, I'm going to put the Stinger off to the side right quick. We're going to get on to Mad Dog right quick, and I will get off into that here in a minute. So we're going to get off into the Mad Dog bio of who the pilot of the Stinger is. The Stinger is piloted by Bruno Shepard, aka his nickname is Mad Dog, and he is a brutal hand-to-hand combat specialist and convicted of kidnapper who sports an orange mohawk hairstyle and multiple tattoos. He is considered one of the toughest and most dangerous venom agents.
And the tattoos that he has on him is the one on his arm here, which says like,
I don't think it says that. Well, no, I think that's just design. I could be wrong. I don't know. I've never had this figure as a child.
And he does have a tattoo here with a heart, and it does have words here, but
really can't. I can't make them out. Oh, wait a minute. That's, back it up some. That's not a. Oh, that's a dagger through a purple heart. I thought it said words, but it's not. That's actually a dagger. That's like a dagger through a purple heart. Okay. Okay. So He is sporting the mohawk right here. The orange mohawk that goes all the way down. He has got tattoos to boot. He's got a leather glove on one hand. And this side right here is actually kind of the same as his leather glove. And let's turn him on the back side. And that is about it for him.
And as you can already tell, he is like really small and tiny.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go get somebody. Go ahead. Let me get somebody to compare him to. Go ahead. Tell them what else you see on there.
And he does have some more purple with a little bit of yellow here. And some more purple here. And he also has some brown paint on his boots here.
So, before we get into a size comparison right quick, put him off to the side. Now, Bruno Shepard, Mad Dog, his helmet that gives him special powers is the magma beam. And this is the magma beam.
But before we attach that to him, we're first going to have to show off the articulation. So for our articulation, his head does turn, but it's really stiff on this one. So I'm not gonna try and rotate it because it might break off. Arms can rotate. They can rotate all the way around, but it hits here. Legs go forward and only that far back. Bend at the knees, and that's it. So the articulation on this figure, it is not like super posable, but this did came out in the 1980s.
So, with that said, I'm going to let Colton put the helmet magma beam on him, on Mad Dog. And then we're going to do a size comparison right quick. That is what he looks like with the helmet on. And now we are going to do a size comparison of
Cobra Commander from G.I. Joe.
That is the scale right there, just how different they are, and they were back then, even in the 1980s, and that looks about the right scale. That was pretty much it. M.A.S.K figures were really small, but what made up was their vehicles. That's what was unique about them, besides their helmets giving them special powers. So, with that said, we're going to take Cobra Commander out of here. Colton is going to put Bruno in the Stinger. He's going to fit them right up in there. And they are made so they can fit in each vehicle.
And on the inside here, it does have a steering wheel.
There you go. Let's see here. Oh.
And
Go ahead. I'm just kidding.
And it also has like the little joystick thing?
No, that's a standard. That's a standard. That's the gear shifter. That's a standard.
Oh.
It's all right. So, with the inside of the M.A.S.K vehicles, they did do a pretty good job of detailing it in. Steering wheel, stick shift. You have a glove compartment. And if you look real good, I don't know how well it's going to come up, but you can also see a sticker of a speedometer.
Oh, I think y'all can barely see it right there.
So, comes a little molded in radio. So yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better right there. That's what the inside looks like. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alrighty.
And one of these just fell off again.
Yes. Being that the age that it is, you have to be careful with the chrome clips. So, I have to be careful. I don't think you have to fold it in these. Let's see. Will it go in there?
Got him in.
Got him in. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see if you can go in better this way. You should.
You don't need to bend his knees to get him.
Not on this one. This one here just goes straight in. Some of the other ones you do have to bend, but not on this one here. And that's okay. That's alright. Now, what we were saying about the chrome pipes is they're barely clipped on. And some of the clips are weak because of the age of the toy. So, they may pop off. We just got to put them right back on. But you want to be careful not to break them clips. So, yeah.
Could you like use a little dab of super glue to have them stay in?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Certainly there's something that you can do and make them a little bit stiffer, but not to the point where they're breakable.
Because these are made out of chrome,
Yeah.
which is metal.
No, well, it's not real chrome. This is just this plastic chrome painted.
Oh.
So, but still, with something that old, you just have wear and tear and time. Okay, now we're going to get off to transforming him. And you know what? I'm going to sit back and I'm going to let Colton do this. I know how to do it, but I'm going to let him do it. Colton, let's go ahead and trade spots right quick this way and get comfortable. Alrighty. So now Colton is going to transform the Stinger from a Pontiac GTO to a tank. Okay.
And no, there. What my dad means by transforming, these don't like transform into like the robots like the Transformers do.
Right.
These just transform into like second modes, like the triple changers from Transformers.
Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and give it a roll, Colton. You can do it. He's trying to figure it out. He's seen me do it one other time earlier.
It's something they have to do with
Right?
the front here.
Yes. You have to pay attention to the front. It's alright, just take them off. They're gonna come off anyway. It's alright. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh!
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Now you see how you was holding it? That's the reason why it wouldn't come out. Is because you was having pressure right here. And do you actually have to hold it like this and pull it out?
Okay. So what you want to do is you want to take the front here, which has the grill, and extend it out. And as you do that, this piece will slide up, and these two sides will spring up. And you have to hold it from here,
Yes.
not at the sides.
Correct. Alright, now let's see that again. Can you think that you can put it back in car mode right quick? There you go. Now, what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to basically do it all in one shot here. Okay. All in one shot. Oop. That part wasn't that well secured in. That's alright. See, that's just how them clips have to go. There you go. You got it now. When you heard it click in, that means that it's locked in. There you go. Just like so. Now, with that, when this comes up, it's actually on springs right there, so it's going to spring up and it's meant to go right there as a grill for the windshield. Then after that, these pop up and they make little guns that can blast out. And all four tires have that, where you have little blasters that come up and out.
And also, it reveals some treads here.
Tank treads. Yep.
And you do get 4 wheels on the bottom, and the driver just fell out.
So you get 4 different treads. Now, it's been a while, so I gotta remember how these hooked up, but it's been a while. These hook up somewhere, which I forgot how they hooked up actually. But these do hook up to give you blasters. But right now,
right here,
right there, that looks about right. Yep. They fold back out and they clip back on. They clip in right here. Supposed to clip in. Okay. They clip in right there, but you have to be careful with the clips. So.
Do they fold up?
It's supposed to go in like. That's okay. You know what? That's how we're gonna take care of it right there. So anyway, there is another feature to this. Colton, do you remember what I showed you earlier? Okay.
On the back, if you open up the trunk and pull out this piece, you have a little claw thing.
You have a claw on a chain.
or a claw on a chain.
And it does grip. It does grip like that right there. Grip does work. So anyway, that's one reason why it was nicknamed also, if y'all remember, the Stinger. Because he can retract and get out the claw and grab something. And see, here you have Bruno right there. That's Bruno. You have Bruno Shepard right there. He is the pilot of the Stinger, which they also nickname it the Scorpion.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and...
He's just gonna lay him down. He said, no. Like I said, you have to be careful with the clips on them chrome pieces because they can break if you put too much tension on them. And this being an 80-year-old toy, not 80-year-old toy, but a 1980s toy, you have to be careful how you maneuver and stuff like that. But anyway, Colton, what do you think? You got to understand, this is a 1985 vehicle.
Right.
This is 1985. Do you know how I was back then? But anyway, we ain't gonna go there. 1985.
For my thoughts on this, I do think it still does look great from when it first came out. My only problems with it is, of course, the clips from these pipes that you have to be very careful of.
Mm-hmm.
And also, when these spring up, when you're going into the second mode, you have to make sure that you're grabbing onto the roof, because if you grab it by the sides, these are not gonna spring up.
You're right. You are correct. You are correct. Let's go and put it in as Pontiac GTO mode right quick. So I can put Bruno in there. Bruno, the bad guy, the tough one. The one who's got tattoos and a orange mohawk. And he just looks like he just looks, go ahead. He looks like her. He looks like her. Look at that face. That face is just like,
oh, and
anyway.
the other problem that I have with the figure here is I wish that there was some like paint apps on his face here, because as you can see, there is some detail in it, but I just wish it was like picked out with paint.
Well, as we go on with the M.A.S.K line, you're going to find out that they did not as much as what they could have with the figure, and you'll find that out as we go to Condor and Piranhas and Stiletto and Slyrax. So anyway, go check, make sure it's in frame, and I will get him back off in there. And as soon as he will quit doing the splits in there, here we go. there he is. So that's it.
And his helmet is inside here.
The driver's seat. The passenger seat. The driver's seat. It's in the hood. No.
that my dad just dropped in there.
Hey, y'all, if y'all remember this cartoon, tell me I'm not the only one who's crazy. Y'all let us know if y'all remember these. I know that this, this was part of my childhood too. It was Transformers, G.I. Joe, M.A.S.K, and stuff like that.
One more thing. It is this here
Supposed to turn or fire?
Well, is it supposed to turn around?
I really don't know. I really don't know if that's broke or if it's meant to turn around. If y'all know in the comments, let us know if this turns around or if that's just, if something fires out of it. I don't know. I've never had this toy as a kid. So I don't know. This is my first time really experiencing it. We had other M.A.S.K vehicles, but this wasn't one of them. So y'all let me know and let us know in the comments if y'all know anything about this blower, if it can shoot something out, or if it just sits there and spins, or if it's not supposed to spin at all. So that's about it. This is going to wrap up this M.A.S.K review of the Stinger. And then it's also common as the Scorpion. With I just had his name. I just had his name. I just went blank. I need Prevagen. Anyway, with Bruno Shepard. Nickname Mad Dog. Part of the Venom bad guys. So Colton, take us on out of here. Let us know before you wrap up what you like, what you don't like, and we'll get on out of here.
So I think that's about it for the first time reviewing something from the M.A.S.K cartoon from the 1980s. And if you like this video, give us a like, comment, and subscribe for more.
We do review different things on here besides Transformers, so we're definitely getting a larger playlist together of different things as I grew up, what I remember compared to today of what my son has today available to him. This was the only technology that we had in the 1980s. Wasn't bad for the time. It wasn't bad. It's all we had. Okay.
And thanks for watching this video.
Y'all take care. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.